Your food allergy is not causing eczema. It's the other way around. Let me explain. But first, make sure you like the video and subscribe to our channel below. It all starts with eczema. Which is a condition where our skin's barrier to the outside world becomes weak and leaky. Which allows things to get in through our skin that aren't supposed to. This is often a genetic issue with one component of our skin. It's called filaggrin, and it's essential for maintaining our skin's barrier and keeping things out. In a lot of people with eczema, filaggrin is either lacking in numbers, as in there aren't enough of it to do the job, or it's there but it just doesn't work as well as it should. We call this a dysfunctional protein. A dysfunctional protein is kind of like going in for a knee replacement, but they accidentally put a shoulder joint instead. No bueno. Either way, if you don't have enough properly working filaggrin, your skin's going to get leaky and things get in that shouldn't. Now this poses a problem for our immune system. Our immune system is like an army that protects our body from bad guys on the outside. Bacteria, fungus, viruses. I guess it's more like the Coast Guard, really. In simple terms, our immune system is split into two parts: the outside immune system and the inside immune system. The outside immune system coats our skin and eyes and ears and anything else exposed to the environment. Anything that comes into its territory is treated like a bad guy. And if that bad guy comes around enough times, our skin will remember and recognize it sooner each time. It's like a bank robber coming in without a mask on, and the camera gets a good look at his face. Facial recognition software? When he tries to come back to the same bank the next week, guess what? The alarm sounds. Well, our immune system has developed a facial recognition software of its own. Side note, this is similar to how vaccines work as well. We inject a foreign protein into the skin, and then our immune system picks that up and recognizes it as a bad guy. That way, when the real bad guy comes around, our immune system is prepared for it. That's the outside immune system. The inside immune system is what lines our digestive tract, from our mouth to our esophagus to our stomach, intestines to our... You get the idea. Anything that comes in contact along this track is treated as food, a good guy. We wouldn't survive very long as a species if we treated food as the enemy. Talk about food aversion. In medicine, we call this part of our immune system tolerizing, as in it tolerates things that are exposed to it. When we eat food, our immune system learns that, hey, that food's the good guy, not the bad guy. It's amazing how our body can distinguish good from bad simply by the point of entry into our body. That's a sophisticated alarm system if I've ever seen one. However, when you have eczema, sometimes foods accidentally enter our body through our outside immune system, as in through cracks in the skin. This doesn't end well. If this happens enough, our outside immune system will actually put up a warning sign against that food, treating it as a bad guy. Now we have an allergy. So next time that food comes into town, guess what? The alarm blares. And that alarm will now sound regardless of whether the food enters the skin or the mouth, because our immune systems communicate and our body works as one. Now peanuts fall into this trap all too often. Peanut dust floating in the air has a high potential for getting into our skin and triggering an allergy. And once the allergy is triggered, you're pretty much stuck with it. Now, there are ways to desensitize or reduce our allergic reactions, but we're not getting into that today. Now, this is part of the reason why we recommend early introduction of allergy-prone foods by mouth, so our body can learn to treat these as food and not as our enemies. A big mistake a lot of parents make, and unfortunately this misconception is also perpetuated by medical professionals who just don't know better, is that they avoid certain foods for fear of allergies. This is totally wrong, and it can actually hurt your cause. If you avoid feeding your child certain foods, they're actually more likely to develop an allergy to that food because the tolerizing immunity in our GI system is not being exposed to these foods, so they have a higher chance of first entering through our skin. Feed your kids allergens now so they don't develop allergies later. TM. There's a whole list of allergy-prone foods that is a good idea to get an early start on. We usually start introducing these foods around 4 months of age. Now, I'm not talking about giving our newborns whole foods. Just small amounts of peanut butter or other allergens on the lips should do the trick. We're just trying to train their immune systems to recognizing these as foods. There are some great products out there that are designed to be mixed into solid foods, and others that are designed to be mixed into breast milk. Links below. The main takeaway is that food allergies don't cause eczema, but eczema can cause food allergies. And even though this is Coffee Break MD, I don't recommend introducing coffee to your infant just yet. For you, cheers. Hope you enjoyed your coffee break.